Hello, folks, and welcome to Space Haven. This is a little preamble, just to say this footage is old. It's a few months off 3 years. I recorded it on the 9th of September 2022. I fell behind on editing in general and editing my RTS series in particular. And this was stuck in my RTS list, despite being an early access game. I've since moved it to my standalone backlog and realized, I really need to get this out. And yeah, finally got around to doing it. But yeah, that was an issue I had for a while there of sticking stuff into my backlogs and then just treating them as any other thing rather than trying to get them out as soon as possible to you, which is something I've been doing more recently. Have I been succeeding? Let's move on. But yeah, Hammerton, and Bannerlord were treated like this as well, but I was more prompt in getting round to them than this. Bannerlord only ended up being 2 years out of date, not nearly three. But yeah, so I'll leave past me take over, but just keep in mind, footage is old. Just so you know. Oh, hello, folks, and welcome to Space Haven. Come on, OBS, acknowledge it exists. It's being a bitch. There we go. So, bit of a jump from RimWorld, but I know I've gotten distracted from it. I've waited quite a bit there in the last while. In the last month, I played about a year's worth of footage. Approximately half an hour piece, so it would be over a year's worth of footage. Now, even if I was to give you an hour a day, it would still cover like about half a year. So, I did a lot in the last month, so my attention's after drifting elsewhere. Space Haven. You start off with a few people, a ship, and you try not die. I suppose the shortest hand way of saying it, from what little I remember this, would be kind of a rimworldy thing in space. But it's got its own things to it. I do know you have to manage, like, water reclamation. Like, people taking a leak, whatnot, you have to reclaim it, clean it, and use it again. So, also, yeah, this is currently in Alpha 16. If I'm going according to the backlog, it's going to come out after all that RimWorld stuff. So, this is an old version. Free. For me, it's the most updated version. It's the issue of me being the, it's been so fixated on the backlog. So, there's normal. That's the only difficulty here. Basic platform. 4 left are behind and stairs await you. First, though, I thought it was going to be 3. 4 is much better. An extra person. An extra set of hands is always a good thing. First, though, you need to build a ship. You have a basic platform and some essential supplies, but you need to build everything else yourself. It's abandoned mining station. It's now repurposed in shipyard. Use the facilities to build your ship from scratch and strike out into the unknown. Play the scenario if you wanted more freedom to build a truly customized spaceship. Small hope. As things were getting desperate, remember your old friend, now rich baron. Convince them to spare one of their older ships and some essential supplies. You've been given a small hope, but you have to build up from there and give yourself a chance to survive. It's for a quick start. So we'll go with the normal stuff. Game name. Die Bart Die. Medium. Several resources found in the galaxy at medium level, and you face with some adversary on your travels. To get 2 guns on brutal. 5 shotgun, and 4.57 pistols on medium. Yeah, I'm going to stay on medium. Probably should go on peaceful, really, given my skill, but we'll do that. He was a chemical engineer who we discovered has bloodlust. Rose said of blood and mayhem, but does not feel unsafe in battles. So, minus 30 to surrender, minus 20 to working speed. Wants to fight more than average, wants to talk less than average. Is immune to scared and panicked. Electrician? Discovered he's a psychopath. Lacks empathy or feeling for other people and does not feel bad about anything they have done. Minus 15 to surrender, 10 to accident. And wants to fight more than average. Is less prone to having mental breaks. The straight has immune to scared, lonely. The straight has possibility to give an exceptional learning potential in some skills. Bloodlust, iron stomach. Brewmaster. And astronaut, iron stomach. Can handle anything, won't be affected by spoiled or disgusting food. They want to drink more than average, need to go to the toilet less than average. Ate the meat of a human being, ate monster meat, ate spoiled food, nausea, hungover, alcohol. They're immune to it all. Bravery. It decreases surrender rate and improves overall mood. Zest is how energetic they are. Higher value increases energy and health levels as well as working speed. Intelligence is learning rate and available skill points. Perception increases accuracy, working speed, and decreases accident rate. So yeah, lower accident rate's a good thing. Wow, these bloodthirsty guys are minus 40 on the surrender. I don't know anything about this, so I'm just gonna go with what I have. For gas or smoke, it's gas scrubbers can clear it out over time, but if you're in a hurry, open a vent or an airlock. This could cause damage to some facilities. Open the vent on an airlock. I've also just adjusted the audio settings there. I've removed the roaring I have in OBS because this is so low. Hello, Spacefarer, and welcome to Space Haven. Following the upcoming Blue Objective notifications, we guide you through the basic steps of assembling a working ship. Your crew will follow schedule, and the icon above their head will tell you whether they are currently working, sleeping, or taking some free time to look after themselves. All is really necessary, so let them work at their own pace, and you'll soon see your ship come to life. If you find yourself struggling with resources at first, don't be afraid to start a new game, and modifying your starting resources via the game customization menu, difficulty menu, selection menu to fit your playstyle. Sandbox mode is also available. This facility transforms resources to recharge your crew members' handheld construction printer guns, essential for construction facilities. Build menu, object, resource, tools facility. Build optimal gas conditions. Create optimal gas conditions. Oxygen generators convert water into oxygen and are essential for humans to survive on a spaceship. Gas scrubber. Hazardous gas scrubber. Removes CO2, smoke, and toxic gas from the air. Reduces carbon and raw chemicals. Needs only electricity to operate. The gas scrubber and CO2 producer can be placed in the same room and do not interfere with each other. Air vents inside of ship. Build one of the following items. Thermoregulator or a wall thermoregulator. The right temperature is essential for people and plants to survive. The thermoregulator will try and maintain a habitable temperature. A larger ship will require multiple thermoregulators to maintain the temperature. Once placed, select thermoregulator and open up the facility menu and set a desired temperature. Or have it built into a wall. This requires a lot more. I can only imagine it's better, but they don't say anything, so I have no idea. Yeah, remove that. I'm going to set a, just this to be made. Costs... Oh, there's already one here. Ow. Banged my knee. Oh, build multiple tiles. Expand the hall. Expand your starship hall to create more room for facilities. You can do this from the build menu. Be careful not to expand too much too quickly, as the hall expansions cost hall blocks. Expand little by little as you need more space for facilities on your ship. The goal is to build a small, hyperspace-capable ship, and venture out and expand as more resources are required. Okay, did do that right. I was wondering. That's concerning. Crew requires beds and a toilet. Comfortable bed for the crew to sleep in. Gives better rest for crew members than sleeping on the floor. For optimal rest, sleep comfort, create a walled bedroom for your crew members separate from noisy and uncomfortable facilities. Excellent multi-purpose toilet. It's hygienic and capable of transforming human waste into useful water and biomatter. Operated by a crew member. Place it in its own room to give your crew members some privacy. Side of the doors have like a massive window in it. I didn't quite build this bit right. It is expanding the room rather than adding on a new room on the side. And I did it again. Maybe I can build some walls as an internal thing. Yeah, I can. No, I can't. Oh, here we go. There it is. Made it a bit large. I'm thinking I need to... I might partition this out to make it like cubicles. So I could have two. Better rest than sleeping on 4, but not as comfortable as a single bed. Extra bed for if or when we encounter people. You know, you could finish building the beds. Whatever. What's these? Okay, there's some asteroids with ice, so water, Energium, and Hyperium. Energium was energy. Hyperium could just be some sort of metal alloy. They're exotic crystals that distort space-time around them. Can be refined into hyperfuel to enable FTL. Energium refined into energy rods, which are used by more advanced power generators, or they can be used raw for less advanced, it seems. Build lights so your crew can see. This lamp creates light so your crew can see what they're doing. Light also increases the comfort of your crew. Wall lights. In for light. But a kitchen or algae dispenser. Kitchen prepares meals from raw food. Meals from the kitchen will help maintain optimal/positive health and mood for crew members. Once constructed, select the kitchen, open up settings to create your own meal recipe. Algae dispensers. No one likes to eat an algae, but it's smart doing better than starving to death. Keeps crew alive, but can affect their health and mood due to unpleasant texture and suboptimal nutritional levels. This facility does not produce crates. Crew members use it directly to acquire a meal for themselves if there's nothing better to eat. It seems to be like a nutrient paste, RuneScape, what the fuck? RimWorld. So I think I'm going to do another room. Might do it here. And they've ruined the bathroom. Really? Really, people? I'm putting down boat. Why are you emphasized? Hull stabilizers provide multiple functions for your starship. Stability. Hull stabilizers reinforce the starship's hull, strengthening its frame and generally improving structural integrity. Multiple stabilizers work in unison to bolster the hull far beyond its normal limits. System points. Hull stabilizers increase available system points. System points are needed for expanding the advanced power network and ship-to-ship battle-rated facilities. Hyper jump capability. Sufficient hull stability is also needed for hyperspace jump capacity. Note that two hull stabilizers need to be a certain distance apart from each other. Okay, cannot bolster back here. Artificial meat. Grown under right meat that can be artificially grown under right circumstances. Good source of protein and fat for humans. Required produced by a grow bed with light. Ability achieved. HSS Molina. Water purifier. Transforms ice into purified water. Essential for many life forms. More water can be acquired by mining ice asteroids and purifying the ice with water purifier facility. Once built, you can assign a refining job, purify ice to water, by selecting it and opening the refine tab. And drop sleep no privacy. Way too much. Without table, awake. Object not on power grid. Expand the ship's advanced power grid. This power node distributes. One, two. This power node distributes advanced power to facilities. Advanced facilities such as industry facilities and ship attack and defense systems require advanced power. Use this power node to expand the advanced power network and ensure facilities with high power needs are covered. Mine an asteroid. A great way to produce more building blocks is by mining asteroids for raw materials and using various refineries to turn them into usable building blocks. More water can be acquired by mining ice asteroids and purifying ice with a water purifier facility. Zoom out from your ship to the maximum zoom level for the tactical map. Also accessed via the upper left taskbar. This is not done in star map, stay in sector view. Look for asteroids in your current sector and select one. This will open up an information menu at the lower left part of the user interface. With the asteroid selected, click Mine at the lower left. The tactical map will focus on selected asteroid, along with one of your ships as its destination. Select the desired amount you want to be mined, and watch as crew board mining pods to mine the asteroid. So, ice. Mine it all. Transform ice into purified water. More water can be acquired. Yeah, I need to set up this job. Continuous. 0.2 ice produces 1 water. And we have 30. Recycler. Transforms scrap materials into a variety of usable resources. Resists heat and is noisy. Coastal walls and a spacesuit door to ensure a safe working environment. Hmm. Kind of interesting seeing it from this angle. The spacesuit door enables a safe working environment. Those crew members put on a spacesuit when entering a hazardous area. If it remains safe without one, the crew will remove their spacesuit to help them work faster. Gotta wait for them to put up that wall, those walls first. Can I move you a little to the side? Okay, I'm doing this wall thing now, making cubicles. There we go. That was a risky move, yes. Spacesuit door. There we go. X2 door. Trading rooms and privacy, built-in vent. They all say that. I'm not sure what I'm doing. truly are any of us. Finish that, please. Thank you. Power node. Select equip your crew members. Select the character and use the draft button at the lower left of the user interface. Character is now in your manual control. After this action moves them close to a storage facility, you can move character with a right mouse click on an empty 4 tile. Use a right mouse click on the center of the storage facility to bring up the interaction icons. Click the pick up interaction icon and arm your crew member. It's empty and the ship is manny. Try another one until you find one with weapons. Bart. Skills. What's your weapons is 2. 3, 1. Okay, Bart. You can take a pistol. You can get a shotgun. Oh, and a pistol. Explore the derelict ship. It can be dangerous to go alone. Consider an away team of more than one crew member. Drafted crew members can board a shuttle with a right mouse click on the center shuttle. Let's open up interaction icons as well as open up interaction icons. Choose enter craft. This action will auto draft the shuttle as well. When the shuttle is drafted with crew members inside, you can move it manually with the right mouse button. With the shuttle selected, use the dock button at the lower left and select the docking position next to a derelict ship. The shuttle will automatically guide itself to the desired location. Once it's docked, drafted crew can be ordered to X shuttle from the lower menu. If they're not listing shuttle information when you might find something left behind. Draft Joseph. Recycle. Recycling returns the base materials needed for making tech blocks. There's no other use for that scrap, may as well just keep it going. Oh, yes. There we go. It's the issue is the door is opening right onto the interact house it at. This I'm not sure. Or maybe, yeah, I just can't have a wall there. I'm used to other games, like you can have it, or RimWorld. There we go. They would have just replaced the wall. Maybe that's just add-ons or something, but this functions differently. No one's sold themselves, have they? I have been awake. I'm gonna let them, gonna let them sleep, and I'll send them off to the direct ship tomorrow. Just amount of visible crew members. Huh. That's fine. That's done. Heard a funny joke. To mood for the next 12 hours. Draft. Oh, whoops. Ah, there is a limited amount of oxygen for it. There's a lot makes sense. There is a lot to it, but something you do have to keep in mind. Spore. Oh, careful. Oh, we get data logs? Apocalypse. The end didn't happen with a bang or a fanfare or even nuclear fireball. It just crept up on us. It began in the 21st century. Humanity made great strides in that century, but so much damage had already been done, and so much of it was invisible, too. When the insect population collapsed, food crops, biodiversity both suffered. Without those, ecosystems around the globe suffered. By the time we curtailed our CO2 emissions, there were too few trees to sequester the excess. The result was hotter summers and deeper freezing winters. Species went extinct by the thousand every day, and as we squabbled over the cause and solutions, we put ourselves apart. Old allies became bitter rivals. Nations came apart at the seams. Great edifices that supported the internet, global trade, just-in-time delivery, and all the other things that humanity depended upon to live, they all fell apart. Starvation, disease, and war made the 22nd century even bloodier than the 20th. Humanity was always good at adapting, though. When the sun baked the land, we invented the thermal regulator. When the crops failed, we invented grow pods. We got better at recycling and finding new energy sources. But we're always a step behind where we needed it to be. Folks used to joke about the big tech firms and their slogans. Yesterday's solution, tomorrow. It's not that we destroyed the world, but we certainly made it impossible to sustain human civilization as it was. Too many places lapsed into feudal tyranny, or mismanaged themselves into famine, or just plain became unlivable as the climate shifted. Through it all, we never gave up on space exploration. There were complaints, of course, that it was a waste of increasingly valuable resources, that all the money and effort could go towards actually solving the problem. Now it seems that maybe space was the only solid investment we ever made. I've seen things like that before. Musk was talking about that, there was a limited time frame. There's potentially a limited window for space exploration or habitation on other planets. You never know what's going to happen that would stop it. Someone was critiquing him for it, saying that, instead of wasting money on that, why don't you just stop what's going to happen instead? Thing is, you don't know what's going to happen. World War III could kick off, and that would get obviously in the way of space exploration and habitation. It's kind of hard to send off colonists with AA guns blazing, or any war schemes going on. But you don't know what's going to happen. There's plenty of critique Musk on, but that wasn't one of them. You never know what's going to come the next day. And I remember one critique was that about Christian terrorists stopping it. And again, that's another one out of left field. But and my mind is also always drawn, I've talked about this before, but my mind's always drawn to the fall of the Roman Republic. Cicero was fixated on Mark Antony being El Diablo. He wrote multiple Philippixes against Mark Antony, both as to flex his education and out of his hatred of Mark Antony. Philippix originally meant against Philip, against Moi. Really, King Philip of Macedonia, I believe it was, or Macedon. Unless they're the same place, merely with different pronunciations. It was a side point when we were learning about it. But yeah, a guy wrote a heated tirade, as it would be called now, against that King Philip. And Cicero used it in his essays against Mark Antony. But it's now just been known as Philippix is now just a heated tirade. Where he saw Mark Antony as the would-be killer of the Roman Republic. And all the while he helped a new guy that came to the city. A kid whose name I do not remember. Neither before nor after. But Plutarch referred to him as a young Caesar. As such, I started jokingly calling him Caesar Jr. And that caused me to forget what he was actually called. I do believe afterwards he was called Octavius. He was the first emperor of the Roman Empire. So Cicero was so caught up in stopping the death of the Roman Republic, he missaw who was killing it. It was going to kill it. And ended up helping them finish off the Republic. So, there could be a point in trying to solve the problem, but sometimes solving it's beyond your reach, or another problem will crop up and that'll be the death now. You just don't see it coming. Sometimes stepping back's the right idea. I'm actually relatively happy with that last take, but I'm still annoyed at the amount I did. Just doing a tag. Kinda happy, still check. And this game is pretty light in the space. Everything I've recorded thus far, bar this, it's only come to 338 megs. So that's an hour. That's an hour footage. Oh, thank you, game. Oh, go on. A great and sudden change. Independent research ship Mary Shelley. First log entry. Captain Grant Park speaking. Should I keep calling myself Professor? Perhaps not. This is ship, not a university after all. Though there's no reason it can't be both, I suppose. Brought a couple of colleagues with me, Anderson and Fletcher, plus a pair of doctorate students, Chase and Ray. Good people, not just ivory tower academics, but genuine talent. And of course, Chase and Ray sharing a cabin-safe space for other things. The Mary Shelley's basic, to say the least. But she flies, she's well stocked, and she's everything she needs to sustain us. And we can expand on her on the fly to suit any mission profile. All we really need now is a direction. I've given that a lot of thought as we prepared for this. In all this excitement over what everyone's so grandiosely causing the apocalypse, they all got so hung up on finding a new home or a new planet they've forgotten about what space exploration is really about. Seek out new worlds and, well, you know the rest. The boldly split infinitives that no man has split before. Who knows? Maybe the answer to our problems is an older, wiser species who faced the same troubles we did and overcome them. Or perhaps they were smart enough to see them coming in the first place. We can't fail to learn more about the cosmos if we go looking. And who knows, perhaps we'll stumble across what all the other ships are looking for along the way. Or just maybe we'll actually make first contact. Sadly, they did. Just in a way they probably would never ever want. Joseph? No, wait. Dax has the shoddy. Human meat. Medical supplies. So, switch to your pistol. Ugh. Okay, everyone over and assist. Oh shit, they're one. Oh, there's someone in there. There's a ship inbound. Hmm. 10 credits. 67 credits. Okay, the ship has been explored. $65 credits. Build 2 Hyperium hyperdrives and 1 navigation console. Combines with hyperdrives, enables ship to hyper jump from between solar systems. Uses raw Hyperium as a resource and less efficient than more advanced hyperdrives. This Hyperium hyperdrive is combined with navigation console to enable hyper jump between solar systems. Hyperdrives also increase ship's mass capability. I'm not seeing any other notes. There's meant to be 5 here. Maybe it's a maybe if we scavenge more, we'll find more, or maybe it's a roguelite aspect to it. Just undraft it and we'll go home. Mine it. Mine it. Transfer. 3 tech blocks, of energy rod, an energy block. I'll take the human meat, sure. Electronics component, plastics, 2 energy cells, medical supplies, 3 crawlers. Modify. Good. They won't be using monster meat or human meat. There's toxins with monster meat. There's nothing negative about human meat. But they'll probably get a negative mood with it or something. Really, it should probably cause, various diseases down the line. If they survive long enough. But yeah, they won't be using, a crate of food will be 9% fruit, 17% fruit, root vegetables, 6% artificial meat, 7% nuts and seeds. No monster meat or that, so. Don't need to worry there. I was worried I'd get it and they'd use it. Like, remember in RimWorld, they kept using the, they kept using the, Eldritch Horror meat to, for training. Okay, we're -4 with civilians. We can trade. They have hyperfuel, noble metals. Oh, I can't sell the human meat to them. They provide a medical service. Service capability, 48 hours. Services ordered. Doctors available, 6 doctors, 2 beds, 2... Okay. Greetings, fellow spacefarer. Can't hail, sadly. Edit. All. That'll be the end of my building for now. Oh wait, shit. Thankfully that's just on this remove. Base for a mining pod. Construct new pods as long as there's some preserved resisting for an existing pod. Requires a hull block. I was thinking of building another one. But yeah, I was thinking about another one of those, but I can't justify it. So only one of the crew survived. He got to stay in stasis. And he just immediately joins our crew and gets with the program. And they've left sector. I suppose I could build a table here. Furniture. We're everything from carbohydrates. Been without carbohydrates for so long, my body seems to be craving for some sugar. He also has bloodlust. Can't mine or in industry. Can construct, botany, medical, research weapons. Wall. Door. Could go in hall box. I know. None of transfer. Soft scrap, infra scrap, tech scrap, energy scrap, all scrap. Salvage it all. Already saw them weaving. Something to do with this? What is this? It's an airlock system. Ooh, that's interesting. Wonder what would have happened if we'd done that while I was in it. For scrap, energy scrap. Didn't see that schematic. Okay. Suppose I can queue up these while I'm waiting. Can't be rotated. Hmm. I was seeing something about schematic. Maybe we unlock stuff through dismantling them as well?